eating 2 eggs a day can have surprising effects on your body. Far from being just a simple breakfast staple, eggs are nutritional powerhouses. Each large egg delivers about 6 grams of high-quality protein containing all essential amino acids, essential for building and repairing muscles, skin, hair, and immune cells, yet only about 78 calories. They're also loaded with vitamins A for vision and immunity, B12 for brain health and red blood cell production, D for calcium absorption and bone strength, E, a natural antioxidant, and K for blood clotting and bone maintenance. Minerals like phosphorus for strong teeth and bones, and selenium, another antioxidant, add to eggs' value, and the yolk's choline supports memory and cell integrity. In short, 2 eggs a day deliver a remarkably complete package of nutrients in very few calories. Eggs also help with weight management. Their high protein content promotes lasting satiety by triggering hormones like cholecystokinin and peptide YY. And protein digestion itself requires extra energy, the thermic effect. Studies show that people who eat eggs for breakfast tend to consume fewer calories later on, avoiding mid-morning snacking or sudden cravings for high-calorie foods. Since 2 large eggs amount to roughly 150 to 160 calories, mostly from protein and healthy fats, they make a lean yet satisfying meal. Pair them with veggies, avocado, or oatmeal to stabilize blood sugar, prevent insulin spikes, and curb emotional hunger. For anyone wanting to shed pounds without feeling deprived, eggs can be one of the easiest, most effective dietary allies. Eggs also protect your eyes. Their yolks contain 2 potent antioxidants, lutein and zeaxanthin, that concentrate in the retina and act like natural sunglasses, filtering harmful blue light from screens and sunlight. By neutralizing free radicals, these carotenoids slow down oxidative damage to the macula, the central, most light-sensitive part of the retina, and help prevent age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss in older adults. Additionally, lutein and zeaxanthin guard the eye's lens against oxidative stress, reducing the risk of cataract formation. Regularly eating 2 eggs per day ensures you're getting these eye protective nutrients in a highly absorbable form, information that's often overlooked but can make a real difference over time. Vitamin A in eggs supports the production of rhodopsin, a retinal protein crucial for low light vision. Deficiencies can lead to night blindness and other visual issues. By eating 2 eggs daily, you supply vitamin A to help maintain long-term eye health. Eggs are also rich in choline, about 125 milligrams per large egg, which is vital for producing acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter involved in memory, learning, and mood regulation. Since adult choline requirements are 425 milligrams, women to 550 milligrams, men, 2 eggs cover a significant portion. Eggs further provide B6, folate B9, and B12, which help lower homocysteine levels linked to neurodegenerative diseases and support healthy fetal brain development when recommended by a doctor. Regular choline intake can therefore enhance long-term memory and preserve cognitive function. For immunity, 2 eggs a day deliver a potent mix of nutrients that reinforce the body's defenses. Vitamin A helps maintain the integrity of mucous membranes in the nose, mouth, and respiratory tract, the first line of defense against invading germs. Vitamin B12 supports white blood cell lymphocyte production and maintenance. Selenium, a powerful antioxidant in eggs, protects immune cells from oxidative stress and helps regulate inflammation while aiding detoxification. Vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin, modulates immune responses and promotes antimicrobial peptide production, which directly attacks pathogens. Although no single food is a cure-all, including 2 eggs daily as part of a balanced diet significantly boosts disease prevention by strengthening these key aspects of immunity. If you worry about blood sugar spikes, eggs have your back there too. They have an almost 0 glycemic index because they're mostly protein and healthy fats with minimal carbohydrates. When you eat 2 eggs, especially at breakfast, you create a stabilized energy release that prevents rapid glucose fluctuations. Stable blood sugar means fewer insulin spikes, which in turn lowers the risk of fat accumulation and insulin resistance. In fact, research shows that people who routinely include eggs in their meals enjoy better insulin sensitivity. Pair a couple of eggs with fiber-rich vegetables or whole grains, and you have a balanced meal that wards off mid-morning cravings and keeps your energy steady all day long. Eggs also deserve a second look when it comes to heart health. Yes, egg yolks contain cholesterol, but for most healthy individuals, dietary cholesterol has minimal impact on blood LDL bad cholesterol. Your body naturally compensates by reducing its own cholesterol production when you consume more through food. At the same time, eggs help raise HDL good cholesterol, which clears excess cholesterol from your arteries and transports it to the liver for elimination. Furthermore, antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin combat inflammation and oxidative stress, key culprits in heart disease, while monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats in eggs support healthy blood vessels. For those without existing heart conditions, eating up to 1 egg per day is associated with a lower risk of cardiac events. And even 2 eggs can be safe if your overall diet is balanced. If you already have high cholesterol or cardiovascular issues, it's wise to consult a healthcare professional to determine the best egg intake for you. Finally, don't underestimate eggs when it comes to beauty from within. Their high-quality protein fuels keratin formation, the structural building block of hair and nails. Without enough protein, you might notice thinning hair, brittle nails, or even hair loss. Adding 2 eggs daily ensures a reliable protein source to keep hair strong and resilient. The yolk also contains biotin, vitamin B7, famous for fortifying hair and nails and maintaining healthy skin. Vitamin A in eggs promotes cell renewal and encourages sebum production, helping skin stay hydrated and hair stay protected from dryness. Zinc and selenium act as antioxidants, combating free radicals that accelerate skin aging and dull your complexion. Choline, beyond its brain benefits, supports skin cell structure, helping to keep your skin firm and well hydrated. In short, 2 eggs a day isn't just a convenient meal, it's a versatile, affordable way to support your eyes, brain, immune system, blood sugar balance, heart health, and even the appearance of your hair, skin, and nails. By making eggs a regular part of a balanced diet, you're giving your body a daily dose of essential nutrients that work together to keep you feeling and looking your best. Eggs help maintain the integrity of cell membranes through their high phospholipid and choline content, which translates into firmer, more youthful looking skin, and when consumed twice daily, they not only nourish the body internally, but also manifest externally and improve skin elasticity, hydration, and barrier function, ultimately enhancing your physical performance and resilience. Each large egg provides approximately 6 grams of complete, high biological value protein that contains all 9 essential amino acids, most notably leucine, which is the master key for initiating muscle protein synthesis via activation of the mTORC1 signaling pathway, an essential mechanism for muscle hypertrophy following resistance exercise. Because egg proteins, particularly ovalbumin and albumin fractions, exhibit excellent digestibility coefficients and bioavailability, their constituent amino acids are rapidly liberated into the bloodstream, thereby maximizing the post-exercise anabolic window. Beyond protein, eggs supply a robust array of B vitamins, B6, B9, folate, B12 that are crucial cofactors for mitochondrial oxidative phosphorylation and ATP production. These vitamins also facilitate methylation reactions that lower homocysteine levels, reducing endothelial dysfunction and cardiovascular risk. Essential minerals such as phosphorus and iron, abundantly available in eggs, support optimal muscle contraction by contributing to phosphocreatine resynthesis and hemoglobin-mediated oxygen transport, respectively. Vitamin D, present in the yolk, modulates intracellular calcium handling in myocytes and preserves type 2 muscle fiber function, which is particularly important for older adults, combating age-related sarcopenia and preserving functional independence. By incorporating 2 eggs as a component of pre- or post-workout meals, individuals can observe tangible improvements in muscle strength, reduced recovery time, enhanced lean mass accrual, and greater exercise capacity without resorting to synthesized supplements. Concurrently, eggs promote longevity through a multifaceted nutrient matrix that mitigates chronic disease risk. Choline serves as a critical substrate for phosphatidylcholine synthesis, thereby regulating hepatic very low-density lipoprotein (VLDL) export and preventing triglyceride accumulation, which reduces the incidence of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. The yolk's lutein and zeaxanthin act as powerful lipophilic antioxidants, quenching reactive oxygen species within the retina to attenuate age-related macular degeneration, while their systemic anti-inflammatory properties help counteract subclinical inflammation that accelerates cellular senescence. Regular egg consumption ensures adequate intake of complete proteins, which preserves lean body mass, thereby decreasing the risk of falls, fractures, and frailty in the elderly. Furthermore, the selenium and vitamin E content in eggs protect low-density lipoprotein, LDL particles from oxidative modification, reducing atherogenesis and lowering the risk of coronary artery disease. Eggs also contain bioactive peptides generated during digestion, such as ovotransferin and phosphatin, that have been shown to exert antimicrobial and immunomodulatory effects, bolstering innate immunity against pathogens. By including 2 eggs per day within a well-rounded diet that incorporates a variety of vegetables, whole grains, and unsaturated fats, an individual leverages the synergistic effects of this comprehensive nutrient profile to optimize musculoskeletal health, maintain maintain metabolic homeostasis and support healthy aging trajectories without reliance on processed powders or pills. It is important, however, to individualize egg consumption according to personal cardiovascular risk profiles. Although dietary cholesterol in eggs exerts minimal impact on serum LDL levels for most healthy adults, often compensated by downregulated endogenous cholesterol synthesis, those with existing hypercholesterolemia or cardiovascular disease should consult healthcare professionals to tailor intake within evidence-based guidelines.
Finally, beyond nutrition, appropriate culinary techniques such as gentle boiling or poaching preserve heat-label nutrients like lutein, zeaxanthin, choline, and certain B vitamins, whereas overcooking or deep frying may degrade these compounds and introduce oxidative byproducts. Thus, mindful preparation maximizes the bioefficacy of eggs, further enhancing their role as a foundational food for performance, longevity, and overall well-being. Paying attention to a few critical details before you even crack an egg can mean the difference between a safe, nutrient-rich meal and a serious health risk. First and foremost, inspect each eggshell for cleanliness and integrity. Avoid any egg exhibiting visible cracks or yolk seepage, as compromised shells permit pathogenic bacteria like Salmonella enterica to infiltrate and proliferate. When you detect an off odor or any discoloration once an egg is opened, a sulfurous or rotten scent, pinkish, greenish, or iridescent hues in the egg white or yolk, discard it immediately, since these signs indicate spoilage or bacterial activity. Proper storage is equally paramount. Always refrigerate eggs at 4 degrees, 39 degrees or below, ideally in their original carton, which preserves the bloom or natural cuticle that seals pores in the shell and protects against moisture loss and cross-contamination. Refrain from washing eggs until immediately before use, because scrubbing removes this protective barrier and facilitates microbial ingress. When preparing eggs, ensure that both whites and yolks are cooked thoroughly. Opt for hard-boiled, poached, or fully set scrambled methods, especially when using eggs with soft center yolks. Verify batch freshness and source reliability to mitigate risks associated with undercooking. Recipes incorporating raw eggs, such as homemade mayonnaise, hollandaise, custards, tiramisu, or Caesar dressing, should be executed exclusively with pasteurized eggs or egg products rated for uncooked applications. This precaution minimizes the likelihood of foodborne illness. Individuals with compromised immunity, including pregnant women, infants and young children, older adults, and patients undergoing chemotherapy or with HIV/AIDS, must follow stricter guidelines, avoiding raw or undercooked eggs entirely and consulting healthcare professionals for personalized advice. Beyond safety measures, consider the variety of eggs available. Standard chicken eggs offer an excellent balance of essential amino acids, monounsaturated fats, fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, K, B vitamins, particularly B12 and biotin, choline for methylation pathways, selenium for glutathione peroxidase activity, and antioxidants such as lutein and zeaxanthin. Quail eggs, though smaller, pack higher concentrations of iron, phosphorus, and B12 per gram and may benefit those seeking elevated micronutrient density, yet their diminutive size necessitates multiple servings to match the protein and caloric content of a single chicken egg. Duck eggs present a creamier texture and richer taste and are higher in total fat, protein, cholesterol, vitamin D, and omega-3s, attributes that suit individuals requiring greater caloric intake or athlete-focused macronutrient profiles. But they also demand thorough cooking because their thicker shells and higher pH may harbor pathogens longer. Less common varieties, goose, turkey, emu, or ostrich eggs, offer unique culinary experiences and larger yields, but are harder to source and may require recipe adjustments to account for differences in yolk-to-white ratios, lipid composition, and protein structure. For those unable or unwilling to consume eggs due to allergies, dietary restrictions, ethical concerns, or personal preference, nutrient-dense substitutes exist. Chia seeds, when blended with water at a ratio of 1 tablespoon of seeds to 3 tablespoons of liquid, create a mucilaginous gel that mimics egg white functionality in baked goods and pasta, contributing soluble fiber, alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, and antioxidants. Ripe, mashed bananas rich in potassium, vitamin B6, vitamin C, and soluble fiber impart moisture and structural binding, making them ideal for pancakes, muffins, quick breads, and cakes, although they infuse a natural sweetness and distinct flavor. Unsweetened applesauce, 1/4 cup per egg, yields comparable moisture and binding properties, providing vitamin C, dietary fiber, and phytonutrients, but may alter texture and sweetness, so reduce added sugars and recipes accordingly. Flaxseed meal, using 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed combined with 3 tablespoons of water, also forms a binder that works well in both sweet and savory applications, while adding lignans and omega-3s that support cardiovascular health and anti-inflammatory pathways. By selecting the egg type that best aligns with your nutritional needs, chicken, quail, duck, or beyond, and practicing rigorous storage, handling, and cooking protocols, or by substituting thoughtfully chosen alternatives, you can leverage eggs' unparalleled nutrient density safely and effectively, whether you're optimizing for athletic performance, aging gracefully, or managing specific health concerns. Using 1/4 cup of unsweetened applesauce to replace a single egg not only provides the binding and moisture that eggs normally contribute to baked goods, but also delivers additional antioxidants, such as quercetin and chlorogenic acid, and anti-inflammatory polyphenols that help protect cellular integrity throughout the body. It's crucial to remember, however, that these plant-based substitutions are optimized for recipes where eggs function as structural or textural agents, for example, cakes, muffins, or pancakes, rather than as primary protein sources in a main meal. If your goal is to replace eggs in a protein-rich entree, consider incorporating tofu, especially firm or extra firm varieties that offer 8 to 10 grams of complete protein per 100 gram serving, alongside aromatic spices like turmeric or cumin to enhance flavor, or opt for legumes such as chickpeas and lentils, which provide not only 7 to 9 grams of plant-based protein per half cup, but also dietary fiber, iron, and folate that support digestive health and stable blood glucose levels. Alternatively, enriched vegetable-based yogurts fortified with pea or soy protein can deliver 5-8 grams of protein per serving and beneficial probiotics for gut integrity, all while accommodating lactose and egg allergies. Regardless of which substitute you choose, the overarching principle is to maintain a varied, nutrient-dense diet tailored to your individual macronutrient and micronutrient requirements. Whether you are an athlete seeking muscle recovery, an older adult aiming to preserve lean mass, or someone managing metabolic health, so that you continue to receive adequate amino acids, essential fatty acids, vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients with each meal. Now that you have explored the profound ways in which eggs and their intelligent alternatives can influence every aspect of well-being, from bolstering immune function, safeguarding ocular and neurological health, aiding in weight regulation and glycemic control, to supporting longevity and cellular resilience, the final step is personal reflection. Consider how adopting the simple daily habit of consuming 2 eggs or an equivalent variety of protein-rich, nutrient-dense substitutes can catalyze transformative improvements in your physical vitality, cognitive performance, emotional balance, and overall quality of life.